Show them. Flood of frost.
Alright, what's going on, guys? My name is Mike, and welcome back to some more Genshin Impact. Dude, the amount of, new, program announcements from every single publisher and game company, it seems right now, is through the roof, and I legitimately cannot keep up with it. I swear I'm, already forgetting which ones I want to, go watch and everything. It's actually insane. Okay, so first off, we have the Genshin special program for 4.1 coming up tomorrow at the time you guys are seeing this video, which unfortunately I will not be able to be recording a reaction to that one, and I don't know if I will be able to for the foreseeable future right now. Frankly, just because I'm not going to be able to be available to watch it on my own time until everyone on the whole planet has seen it, and it's going to be near impossible to avoid spoilers for anything in regards to it. So not going to be able to have reactions for those coming up, but I will watch it, and I will talk about it the next chance that I get. On top of that, the next major thing that I've been excited for a while now is X-Defiant over on the Ubisoft side of things, which, oh my goodness, guys, I know that, people are getting kind of restless with that game. Why hasn't it come out yet? They promised in the freaking summer, late summer. And, technicality-wise, it is still summer. You guys need to chill, please. But Mark Rubin has come out and said, the executive producer has told us that they are still technically on schedule. It's still, during the summer months on a technicality. And whenever they get their next certification pass, hopefully it does pass, best case scenario, we see that game later this month. Hopefully in the early to mid 20s of September, within the next week or so. Worst case scenario, because they want to get the game out to us as bad as we want it, trust me, they've been saying it. Worst case scenario, we get it mid-October, potentially. And either way, I'm excited that it's literally right around the corner. And I'm so happy to be able to jump back into that game because I want to make some videos on it. I want to play it and talk about it. There's so much on my mind right now. I'm stuck in a bush. But just today, we've had 3 new things come up that, dude, I legit have no idea what, I'm gonna be. I can't speak. It's it's overwhelming, but in a good way. I'm happy for it. So before I get carried away on that, let me just lay out, if you guys aren't aware yet somehow. But number 1, we have a Nintendo Direct coming out, I think Friday, also on the same day. Probably at the same time too, which is unfortunate, but we have a Nintendo Direct that same morning. There's also going to be a Sony State of Play, I think, also on Friday, if not tomorrow. Dude, I'm messing up all the dates because there's so many things happening tomorrow, Friday, and within the next week. It's genuinely too much, but it has me so excited. I think it's next month. I think it's next month on the 20th or something like that. We're getting another Minecraft live showcase, presumably for the next major update coming up, I think. I'm not too much into Minecraft, but, it's popular. It's been a decent big part of my life. Not as big as, some other things, but, I still keep my eye on it and everything. But we have another Minecraft showcase coming up next month on either the 15th or 20th. I'm mixing up my dates. But on top of those announcements and one game potentially coming out that I'm excited for, another game that I definitely at least want to try, hopefully I can give it a shot, is Spider-Man that also comes out late next year. And bro, there's just so many things happening in gaming right now. It's such a weird thing, life has this funny thing with me of always kind of tying things back into whatever I'm thinking about or experiencing. And just my last video, I talked about how I was reminiscing on video games that I have enjoyed in the past and what I'm excited for coming in the near future. And then literally over the course of the next couple of days, we start getting announcements for different showcases and streams of new games coming out and everything. I don't even know. I don't know if I knew when I recorded that video, because it was a day or two before I uploaded it. I don't know if I knew or saw what Mark Rubin posted regarding X-Defiant. I'm talking about I'm excited for all these games and stuff that I've had in the past. I've been happy with them and I'm excited for what's coming up. Literally over the next week, just so many different things coming out. We had the Super Mario Bros. Showcase for Wonder. that was another thing that I saw, and like I don't know if I'll buy Wonder, but you know it's a cool like it's a cool 2D Mario game for those of you who have been probably wanting something like that for a long while. I don't know when the last one was because I know that Nintendo had been kind of sticking with 3D for a while with Mario, with 3D Land on the 3DS and then 3D World. And then eventually 3D World getting ported over to the Switch and everything, but a brand new 2D Mario. It's been a minute. Was the last one like Super Mario Bros. U? I'm not sure.
Allow me.
All that aside, though, we definitely are like just drowning in a bunch of new gaming stuff right now. It's actually insane to like think about.
We'll see about that.
And you know, it's something that like someone like me genuinely has to kind of think about. Can you stop for a second? It's something that a player like me can definitely like I have to like take a second to get used to it because I've been someone that's played just solely Call of Duty for so much of my life. You know, think about that what you will, but like I'm so used to like just kind of always thinking and feeling that like nothing really ever makes me as happy and as satisfied as Call of Duty. I'm not interested in anything else. But ever since I decided to take this leap with Genshin and just try something new just for the sake of it because I was bored with COD, I've been so much more open to trying so many new games. And although I definitely don't have the means to play all of these games that I really want to, I still kind of have to pick and choose. Just the notion of like seeing all these things that I'm interested in, it's such a surreal feeling. And as I said at the top, like, you know, it's overwhelming, but in a good way.
Ad Astra Abyssosk.
So I'm not sure how many of you may kind of be in the same boat as I was with Call of Duty, where like you're only playing Genshin and that's all you're interested in, which I can totally understand, but just take a second to kind of like zoom out a little bit and take a look at the types of games that are coming out right now. Like I talked about Starfield, and like there's so many, I legit cannot name them, but it's like there's so many good things that are coming out or are gonna come out in a few months or like in the next year that dude, like when you really think about it, if you truly like gaming, like if you're not just like solely focused on one title, dude, lately like it's really been like good to be a gamer. Like honestly, like I like I know a lot of us, we kind of say like we're a gamer or like you're gaming, like just kind of ironically, but like seriously, like kind of consider and think about that. Like do you really like enjoy gaming as like a platform and like as a community, like the communities that you're around, the communities that you build, and all of like just the genuine love for this type of medium? Because it, as I've kind of talked about like time and time again before, gaming like just as an entire thing, it really is like just something special. Some of the things that can kind of come out of it, and it's like, dude, I am so speechless. Like I literally saw all this news like just kind of coming out over the course of the entire past few days, and I'm sitting there like thinking about, dude, like what am I going to talk about, like how am I going to cover all of this, like, and just talk about like what has me all excited and everything, because there's genuinely so much, there's genuinely a lot when it comes to all this, and like I don't know how to process it all. It's like I genuinely just love to play games, and I think that's part of like why I wanted to like really start up this channel again and like start doing all of these videos to share all of these experiences with you guys, all my thoughts when it comes to all these things. Because like I've talked about Call of Duty a decent amount. I primarily play Genshin, and that's the game that I like do want to like mostly focus on, but I'm not gonna shy away from playing a ton of different games that I am interested in. I don't know if I'll be able to do sort of like long form playthroughs in particular. We'll have to see. Maybe if you guys are interested in that kind of thing when it comes to like Final Fantasy VII Rebirth or Spider-Man 2, if I can get my hands on that, because I'm prioritizing Rebirth, but I want to try Spider-Man, and you know, it's kind of a weird thing. But anyway, on that topic, go ahead and let me know if you guys are cool with like maybe some longer form videos, like maybe getting close to like 30-40 minutes long for parts on playthroughs for games like that, because I don't know if I would kind of like be content with like uploading, you know, a video that's like very super minimal on the editing especially with no face cam. I feel like that could probably get a bit boring for some people out there. Like you guys just need to let me know if that's like something you do want to see when it comes to like some of the more heavily story-driven games that I can play. Like, I don't want to say like mostly in one sitting because they are kind of long, but like ones that aren't a live service like Genshin, because you know we play through a chapter or two and then it's like nothing for another month. Whereas something like Rebirth or maybe Spider-Man, I could probably definitely knock that out like within a week and like just have it fully completed. At least in terms of the story. Maybe if I'm feeling like 100% in them, I could obviously do that on my own time. But just for a story playthrough, you know, maybe that's something that I could definitely do. Something that I'm definitely interested in like trying, but I just want to know if you guys are potentially interested in something like that, like in terms of actually just watching it. I just think it's so crazy that like we're living in a time where like a lot of these stories and these worlds and characters can be kind of built, and it's just so incredibly immersive sometimes. And like I'm like actually truly speechless with the amount of stuff that's coming out and the stuff that I'm like genuinely interested in and excited for, even if I can't really get my hands on it necessarily at the moment. I really would like to. I've already talked with a couple of my friends and it's like, dude, I just don't have the money or time for all of this. And it's like, wow, dude, it's like, wow, dude. Oh my god, dude, that's another thing. I literally just like looked over at my I just looked over at my phone. Oh my god, dude. Sonic Frontiers. Oh my god, Sonic Frontiers. Oh my goodness. Guys, I know most of you may not be aware, but I have also, for most of my life, been a long time Sonic fan. I've loved his games. I fell in love playing Unleashed presumably right after it came out. I don't remember the exact time frame, but I loved Unleashed. I started playing his games, and I have loved Sonic games for such a long time, and it sucks that things kind of just went in a huge slump following Generations, and then coming up to Frontiers. Dude, Frontiers was such a nice change of pace. It wasn't perfect, but it was definitely the best thing that we've gotten in the past like 15 years. Not 15 years, what am I saying? Past decade since Generations released. And dude, literally, I think it's the 28th. I think it's the 28th, like probably the same week. Maybe that X Defiant comes out. Dude, I'm not gonna have time. I'm legit not gonna have time. The final update, that's gonna be like a huge story expansion with Tails, Amy, and Knuckles being playable. That comes out the 28th. Like, that's, dude, I was talking with people on Twitter. Oh my god, I was telling them, like, dude, there's so many things coming out, and there's definitely something I'm forgetting. It was Sonic. Like, I'm not prepared for Sonic literally potentially coming out the same week that X Defiant does. I'm so, I can't play, I can't think, I can't play. I'm so overwhelmed, but I'm so excited. Oh my goodness, dude, I legitimately can't with all of these things happening right now. I'm so freaking excited. I don't know if any of you are like sharing my excitement for all of this stuff at all, but like I'm just hearing all of these announcements and it just has me like so freaking hyped, and it is so refreshing to me in particular to be excited about something besides Call of Duty, just because Call of Duty has been so just dead in hype ever since Modern Warfare 2019 came out. Like, yeah, we were happy with how Modern Warfare looked, but the way that it played was just not it. And then Cold War came out, and then Cold War was like, it's good, it's fine, but the worst part was that was it. Like, it was just good enough. Like, it wasn't anything super spectacular. Like, I like it. It's still a good game. I think it's the best Call of Duty game that we've gotten in the past few years since Modern Warfare 2019 launched. But it's just a shame that it doesn't really, like, super succeed in any particular area. And understandably so in terms of the development side of things. That's totally understandable. I don't fault Treyarch for that, but still, it's so nuts. It's so crazy, dude. Dude, there are just so many things happening right now, and I know this video has definitely been extremely chaotic. I've just mostly been kind of screaming and being excited, but I've been holding in this excitement for so long like just today even, like I've been trying to talk with other people about all these things regarding Call of Duty and these announcements and so much stuff. Shout out to Rospo, by the way, over on Twitter. I don't know if he'll ever see this video or if he even knows I make videos, but hey Rospo, hi. Good to see you, buddy. I talked about some of the Call of Duty stuff with him, and dude, like there's so much good stuff like just on the horizon outside of that. Like, you know, even just recently, right? Sledgehammer came out and gave us an intel drop about all of the Modern Warfare 2 maps that they're remastering. And as skeptical as I am for the title, you know, I can't deny that the maps do look really good and they look really faithful. I'm really proud of them, and things are going swimmingly for them over there, it seems, and I hope that's the truth, but I don't want to get like too off course here. Maybe I'll make a follow-up video talking about some other things, like just in particular detail, mostly being a little bit more specific. We'll have to see, but dude, there's just so many things that like I'm super excited for, and I don't know if you guys share that same excitement. Like, please, like, genuinely, let me know. I'm super interested to see what you guys are thinking about, like, all of this stuff that I'm talking about. Maybe you didn't know about it. Maybe you did. Just let me know. Like, when it comes to all this stuff, like, in regards to, like, Minecraft, Sonic, the Genshin stuff, because, like I said, I'm not going to be able to have a reaction for that tomorrow. I'm sorry that I'm like stuttering, but I cannot speak. I'm so excited. It's, oh my gosh. I'm genuinely losing my train of thought here. And on that note, I think I'll go ahead and leave things here before my mind literally explodes. I'm so freaking excited. I love video games. This is just something that I'm super passionate about, and I'm glad that I'm feeling this way about it. So we'll go ahead and leave things there for today. So first of all, thank you guys so much for making it to the end of the video here. If you guys did, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're new around here, because dude, I'm so sorry if this was like your first video from me. I definitely am a lot more chill about things like this. Hopefully it's just a ton of stuff that's been happening lately, but I do play a lot of Genshin, and as I mentioned, I am planning to play a lot of these games that are coming out. Hopefully, God willing, if I can, we'll have to see. But I'm so excited, dude. A lot of this stuff coming out is just so neato, and I'm so happy for it. Once again, with that being said, I wish you all the best tomorrow when it comes to the Genshin special program, and I'll be sharing a lot of that hype with you the next time that I get a chance to record for you guys. I'm super excited for a lot of the stuff that's coming up, and yeah, we will see you guys in the next video. Peace out, everybody.